Hey everybody, it's Jack Vohwinkle here with the Spartan Media Network to take you through the best moments and highlights of Michigan State women's basketball's trip out to Palm Springs last week. MSU went 2-0 in the Acrisure Classic, notching victories over two previously unbeaten teams in Cal and Vanderbilt, who were 6-0 and 7-0 respectively. In the first contest, the Spartans took on California in the first battle of unbeaten teams, looking to keep it perfect. After closing out the first quarter with an 8-point lead, MSU found themselves down 9 at halftime to the Golden Bears. The third quarter wasn't any better, as MSU found themselves down 12 entering the fourth. That is when things started to look up for the Spartans. They outscored Cal 30-12 in the fourth quarter to secure a 78-72 victory and move on to the championship game that took place on Wednesday. Julia Ayrault was clutch for the Spartans, scoring 22 points and 9 rebounds and making some big-time shots late in the fourth. I'll send you over to the voice of Michigan State women's basketball, Dalton Shetler, as he calls some of the best highlights in action from the Spartans' comeback win over Cal.
Looks like a double team coming. She'll kick out. Hampton, top of the key, three. Ring it up! Nyla Hampton gets a big triple to fall for the Spartans, and now the deficit is 13. As Jocelyn Tate will start the quarter with a left wing three. Ring it up! She gets it to go! There's a foul away from the ball as well, and I think it's going against Cal. Inside, Ayrault will whip a skip pass out to Hampton. Her drive. She lobs it across the lane to Ayrault off the glass. She's got 2 more. 13 points for Julia Ayrault. It's a 3-point ball game. Spartans eating that clock. 15 on the shot clock now. A minute to play in the game. MSU leads by 3. This is a big trip, folks. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Hampton off a ball screen. Pick and pop. Ayrault left slot 3. Bring it up! Julia Ayrault has 20 points today, and she hits a huge 3 from the desert of Palm Springs to put the Spartans up 6, 74-68 with 51.3 seconds to go. And Michigan State, in the middle of the mountains in the desert, might have climbed the biggest one, down 16, come all the way back to go to the Acrisure Invitational championship game tomorrow.
In the championship game, the Spartans took on Vanderbilt, looking to make it a perfect 8-0 start to begin the season. In a back-and-forth first half, MSU was able to take a 2-point lead heading into halftime, 29-27. The third and fourth quarters were much of the same, as both teams traded buckets and leads for a majority of the half. Down 57-56 late in the fourth, Michigan State used a 22-13 run over the final 4 minutes and 30 seconds to close out the Commodores. 78 was a lucky number for the Spartans out in California, as they once again scored 78 points in their 78-70 championship victory over Vandy. I'll throw you back over to Dalton to hear some of the best plays and highlights of this championship battle.
Ayrault trailing, right slot 3, ring it up! Julia Ayrault, somebody who has been the star of Palm Springs early for the Spartans with a huge win yesterday. She picks up a big 3 when their team needed it the most. Here, Jaden Simmons gets a steal against Vanderbilt. Drop-off pass underneath the rim to Van Sluten. She'll back up and bank it off the board for 2. 25-24 now. Vanderbilt leads, 4:40 to play in the first half. Out front, inside, what a pass to Van Sluten, who puts it off the glass for 2 more. And welcome to the 1,000-point club, Grace Van Sluten. Van Sluten got it down in the fast lane, just 70 games in her career to reach 1,000 career points. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tate driving the baseline, cut off. Finds a beautiful pass inside to Grace Van Sluten. The bump, the basket, and 1 for Grace Van Sluten, who's got 21 points in this championship game. Driving in her left-hand layup, no good. But Ayrault's putback somehow is good, and she's bumped the basket. It's all good for Julia Ayrault. Spartans back in front, 58-57. Pick and pop, Ayrault left slot 3, ring it up! Just like yesterday when she put the nail in the coffin, she might have done it again, this time to the Commodores. And with the seconds ticking down, we have a final. A victory for MSU. Michigan State women's basketball ties a school record with the greatest start to a single season, 8-0, and in the process, you're going to need to dust off the trophy shelf back in East Lansing because some hardware's coming home. The Spartans win the Acrisure Invitational Championship, and that is a great way to put a punctuation on the trip out to Palm Springs. Victory for MSU, Michigan State women's basketball 78 Vanderbilt 70 as the Spartans go to 8-0.
The Spartans had a happy Thanksgiving, going 2-0 to capture their first Acrisure Classic championship. MSU will look to keep their perfect season alive against Big East foe DePaul when they return to the Breslin Center on Sunday. I'll hope to see you after that one, and until next time, thanks for tuning in and take care.